In this video, I'm just going to go over some things that we use in Kajabi. We've made over $600,000 in Kajabi, and I want to show you exactly what products we use, what features we use, and some things that have helped us make over $600,000 in Kajabi. So first of all, this is my actual account with my actual stats, and you can see our net revenue of all time is $663,000. We have had Kajabi, our earliest payment was in June of 2020, and it's currently May of 2026. So this is approximately $110,000 a year that we've made in Kajabi. That's not exactly how it works because we've been making more over the years, but if you average it out, we've made over $100,000 per year using Kajabi. And just one thing you'll notice about us before I swap to my demo account is that our gross revenue is $9,000 for the last 30 days. But you can see our subscription revenue is $7,700 of that. So we really are making the vast majority of our money in Kajabi from our subscription revenue. And if that's $7,700 a month, it's adding up to about $92,000 a year. So that is the most money that we are currently making in Kajabi. It hasn't always been that way. And I think the key here is you don't really have to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm not saying you have to start a membership and have subscription revenue. I'm just going to show you the features that we use in Kajabi that have kind of over time added up to that. This is just where the focus has been for the last couple of years, but that's not always how it's looked. So I'll show you a few things in our real account, but if you start to see like fake looking data or things that don't have a ton of data, that's just because I'm trying to protect my clients' information and our personal business information. So I might hop over to my demo account. So the first thing that I started doing in Kajabi was just hosting courses. So as you can see in products, you can do courses, coaching, community, podcast, newsletters, and downloads. And we use some of these, we don't use all of them. So we have a lot of courses here. The main one that we currently use is Stationery School. That's our membership. We have it listed as a course because it's kind of a video course focused membership. But we also have some standalone courses. The first one that we ever created back again, July 2020 was called Power and Pricing. It's just a pricing class for stationery designers. So Kajabi hosts this for us, and they also have the ability to process all the payments, keep track of client progress, and give us all the information that we need to successfully run this course. One thing that I learned in hosting this course that was really interesting, and I've applied to all of my future courses, is about payment plans. So in Kajabi, you have the ability to set up payment plans, which I'll show you in a second. And I had made a list. I recently found the piece of paper, I should have saved it for this video, where I had listed out that I wanted 100 students in this class during launch. And I had multiplied the price of the class by 100 and said I want to make this much money. Now what happened was I actually got about 90 or so people to join. So I didn't get 100, I didn't meet that goal. But because so many people had done payment plans, I actually made my revenue goal from the class even with fewer signups. So this taught me a really important lesson. I would not have done a payment plan if I wasn't using Kajabi because it's just really easy here. And I didn't think payment plans were that big of a deal because I personally don't use payment plans a lot because I like to pay in full to save money usually. But my clients actually end up using payment plans a lot. And so now we use a payment plan on every single offer that we do because we know how powerful they are, and a lot of people join through payment plans that wouldn't be able to join at full price. So I love to just credit Kajabi with that because I never would have created a payment plan if it involved like setting up a whole new landing page or listing or all that kind of thing. Kajabi makes it really easy. And that's because they kind of separate products and offers. So as you can see, when we go into products, we see the specific options. So in courses, we have all of our courses listed, and there's about 10 in here, and there's specifically 10 classes, and you actually pay for a Kajabi membership by the number of products that you have. So think of the product as the thing that you sell. It's this course. We also have a newsletter. We have a product there. And then in downloads, we have 6 different products. And the one thing about downloads is that it counts every download just as one product. So all 6 of these downloads only take up one product space. So overall, we have 10 courses, we have 1 product space of downloads, and then 1 product space of newsletters. So that's technically only 12 products that we have. But then when you go into sales, under pricing, you're going to see what's called an offer. And an offer is actually how you package this up for sale. So for instance, with Power and Pricing, we did a full price offer. Let's see if we can find these. So for instance, in Power and Pricing, we did a few different offers. We had our open enrollment, we had our pre-sale pricing, and then we also had our payment plan. And as you can see, we've changed the image on these since we've changed our branding. It's been 5 years. So these are the only two that we still use, but we were also using like a lower priced payment plan. We had a free one at one point because you could also buy this class on a different website that we sold on. And we also had our beta testers. So all of these different offers don't take up new product spaces. They are just different ways of packaging the same products. And all of these just have, you know, Power and Pricing, they only have the one product in it, and they're just different ways to sell it. But you can also package things up differently in a bundle. So for instance, if you had 3 courses that were related to the same thing, you could package those together. Or if you had a digital download that went really well with a course, you could package those together as well in an offer. So even though you are charged based on your product spots, you can have as many offers as you want, and you'll be able to kind of mix and match how they make the most sense. So Power and Pricing as a class could be in several other offers. We did, like, for instance, one year for Black Friday, we did a really big offer that was over $1,000 that had like 4 of our big courses in it. So Power and Pricing was one of those classes, and we didn't have to do anything except just create a new offer and a new checkout page. You can also use something called an upsell or an order bump to increase your offer value. So an order bump is something that they add on the checkout page. You might be able to add on something. On our membership checkout page, we have the option to add a one-time Kickstarter bundle that is just for beginners, and they can just click it right here, add it on, and it will change the price that's due now, but then they'll still have the subscription price for the membership every month. An upsell, on the other hand, kind of happens afterwards. So they buy the thing and then they get to the next page, and you can have a video or something that's saying, hey, do you also want to get this thing? So this is a way to increase your order value. They also recently added downsells. So for instance, if someone doesn't want to purchase a $300 course, maybe you have like a $60 thing that they could get started, and then potentially down the line, they will order more from you, or you're at least getting that $60 instead of them just walking away. Okay, so outside of courses, we also have a newsletter. This is just a trend report that we send out, and it's a paid newsletter. It's $11 a month, and people can join it. It also is going to be part of our Stationery School membership. So as you can see in here, when we go into Stationery School monthly, there's 2 products in it. And that's because one is Stationery School and one is the trend report. So having that in there means they're automatically going to be part of the trend report whenever they sign up for Stationery School. And then we have a couple of digital downloads. These are things that you can kind of bundle. So the bundle is actually a combo of these 3 other things that are color related. And then we also have a 3-month social calendar, and we have automatic address cleanup. Kajabi adding digital downloads is what's making us be able to eventually, we're working on it, fully switch over and leave Shopify, because the only thing we were selling on Shopify was our digital downloads. And now we're able to fully share them here in Kajabi instead. My assistant recently built out a shop. I'm gonna have to add a picture in here because I actually don't have the link to it, but she made a shop that's got like all of our resources, and this kind of looks like Shopify. So people can go in and add different things to cart. This is all based on some really new Kajabi features that they've added this year to be able to make selling and packaging things and presenting things to your clients even easier. Now, the one thing that's making me the most money right now is actually our Stationery School, which is a membership. So this is all just using one product. I was able to purchase a theme from Penny in Your Pocket, and this theme takes all of this different data that we have and helps it be way, way, way more organized. So if you can see, we have like 15 different categories here, and then below them we have all these different classes. We have over 100 classes in the membership, and it was getting really unwieldy. So when we purchased the theme, we were able to move everything under one product, and it's still really easy to access. Let me show you what this product looks like for our users. So now we have our upcoming schedule here. We have a welcome that shows them how to use the portal. They're able to make favorites. They're able to show my courses, which is anything they've taken before. They'll be able to see how much of the classes they've watched. It's kind of a little gamification. I don't ever expect them to watch every single thing, but some people try. And then they can click on the different categories that they like here and see the different classes within those categories. Those categories are also over here, and they are expandable, so they can see all of the different classes that are available and click on them. We have a few outside links like to the trend reports or to our Slack channel. And then you can also filter by style. So that's like beginner, intermediate, advanced. We also have some PDF guides and then interviews with other designers. So if you click on interviews, you're going to get a list of all of the different interviews that we've done with different people. And there's also a search feature here. So if you were specifically looking for Emily Baird's interview, you can search the word Emily and it will come up. And as you can see, this is all kind of branded. It's got my colors. It looks a little quirky like my branding. So you can customize all of this however you want. And then I would say the thing that helps me make the most money in Kajabi is just the fact that all of this is connected. So there are things that I didn't show you, for instance, coaching, community, podcasts. I didn't show you that you could build an entire website here on Kajabi just because we have ours on a different platform and we only check out on Kajabi. But what I love is that you can use all of this data together. And I love to do, like, we do all of our email marketing here just because all of this is connected really easily. So it's very easy for us to manage a list of, let's see, 6,900 people when we have all the data tied back to what they've done in the past. So if they've taken one of our classes, like if they've taken power and pricing, we could send them something about a new thing we have coming up that's pricing related, or if we have an update to that class. If they've shown interest by clicking a link in an email, we can send them a different email or add a tag so that we know that they might be interested in, say, pricing related topics. We send 2 emails every week for our membership, and it's really easy here to just send those out to the people who are on the membership email list who are current students of our membership. Now, I will say that Kajabi's email editing is not my absolute favorite that I've ever tried. I've used ConvertKit, MailChimp, Flowdesk as well, and some of them may be like prettier, which is not something I'm super concerned with in my emails, but you can still make these look really nice. As an example, here's an email I just got for myself today. You can see there's some different colors. We can add images. We have our social links. We have all of this information here. So it's still really nice, and you could customize this even further if you wanted to. I will say I don't think Kajabi is necessarily worth the price as a standalone email marketing platform, but when you add in the capability of having all of this information of what your clients have done and being able to email and segment based on that without having to use an outside platform like Zapier or something, you're really increasing the value here, and it's so worth it to do your email marketing in Kajabi as well if you're using it for other systems. They're even adding features like the comment to DM on Instagram that will come into Kajabi as well. So that will help you get email addresses directly in here. It'll help you sell all of the things that you're selling on Kajabi. So all of this is really helpful because you can keep track of everything a client has done, and all of that is just giving you information on how you can further, serve them as a service provider. So just to show you an example of this, I'm going to go into our automations and try to set up a new automation. So you can see Instagram comment, Facebook comment, new things that we're working on. We're going to start from scratch. So you can trigger an automation based on any of these different triggers. So if you add a tag, for instance, when someone buys something, you can add a tag. When someone clicks a link, you can add a tag. Their activity is something they do, like they purchase an offer, they finish a class, something like that. Based on an email broadcast or sequence, if they finish an email broadcast or sequence, if they start it, if they unsubscribe from it, all of these things you can do an automation based off of. Events are like webinars and things. Forms is where they fill out a form. So if you have a form on your website that's for a certain freebie, then once they fill out that form, you can go ahead and put them in a new email sequence based on the content of that freebie. So all of these different automations are based on triggers that have to do with any of this stuff. So let's just say if they purchase an offer, or see, they do all of these things. Like if they cancel a subscription, you can do something. If they purchase an offer as a gift, they can do something, etc. We're going to just select this offer, save trigger. So when that offer is purchased, then what are we going to do? And you can do so many different things. You can send them a single coupon, you can grant them a different offer, etc. So there's just tons of automations that you can use to segment this audience and do different things. When someone joins your membership, you can make sure they get a good welcome sequence so that they get a lot of value out of it up front. When someone cancels your membership, you can send them to something else. So maybe they rejoin down the line, maybe they get a special offer to rejoin at a discounted price, or for some other access to some of your other products. So I think this is where you can kind of see everything really coming together. And if you have all this information in different places, like if you're doing your email marketing somewhere else, you don't have all that information about what those people have done, and you're not able to segment and fully target people the right way. So we're constantly working in Kajabi to target better, segment better, improve our marketing, improve how we serve clients, create new products that serve people that take certain actions, just paying attention to the actual data and the actual actions that they are taking is giving me so much information about what they actually need from me, what they want from me, how they feel about certain products, and what I can do to better serve them. And therefore, make more money, of course. And while right now we are focusing on some of that recurring revenue from our subscription, because that's where we're making the most of our money here, you can see how courses in the past have been a large money maker. Our newsletter is pretty fun. You can do digital downloads. You have all those other things like podcasts, community coaching, events like webinars. All of those things can be run here through Kajabi, and you can even set up your whole website so that you don't really have to log into any other platforms. And whatever their latest promotion or deal is, you can get using my link. Yes, I am an affiliate for them, but I absolutely have been using Kajabi, as you can see, for 6 years and over $600,000. And I'm really excited to share it with you. If you happen to be watching this before, I think it's like June 5th, 2026, they are running 50% off for an entire year just if you use my affiliate link. So check that out. I hope you'll take a look at Kajabi. If you have been thinking about it, this is such a great time to do it because they rarely run promotions that are that good. Let me know what you'd like to see more of in Kajabi, and I'd be happy to dive into it further for you. Thanks, everyone.